What's up, guys, and welcome to Andy's Playground. I'm your host as always, Andy, and today we're here for yet another installment of What's New at Hollywood Studios. However, today is a little bit special because today is my very last day in Hollywood Studios before Rise of the Resistance opens. And also we're kind of pushing for time a little bit today because sadly I forgot my SD cards when I first came into Disney's Hollywood Studios today, so I had to rush back home and get it, and now I only have 30 minutes before my shift starts. So I'm only going to be able to show you a couple things in the daytime before things run out. So let's see if we can hit as many things as we can. We're starting over here today because honestly I wanted to showcase how awesome this shortcut has been ever since they recently opened it up. Honestly, the bathroom lines have cut down immensely because typically there'd be a giant pileup over here, but no one would really know about the bathrooms that opened up over here, which has really helped the line, especially for the women's bathroom, which it makes now sense why they designed it to have more women's bathrooms than the men's bathrooms. We're also still going to check out over here. Looks like that little awning is still not back up yet. Hopefully we'll see that in the next little bit. But honestly, it's been a nice improvement to help cut down on the times for the restroom over there. Just looking over here very briefly just to see if there's any update on what's going on over here. I did notice one thing. They are layering up this back area, which is kind of curious to see with the ferns. So I'm kind of curious what they're doing here. One theory was that they're going to connect the bathrooms at some point, which I mean makes sense, but in my opinion they probably should have done that already. So I'm not really sure what they're exactly planning, but it'll be interesting to check out. Let's go check out some of the other areas that we can see in the daytime. We have about 15 minutes left. So really quick right here, I just wanted to explain something that's going to happen on Thursday when Rise of the Resistance opens. You see these awesome cast members here with the iPads? They're here to help people get into the park. When Galaxy's Edge opened, there were these ideas that they were going to have where they were going to keep it open for a certain amount of time for a certain amount of people. Like, you basically go in groups of people to go and enjoy the land. They're going to do the same thing here with Rise of the Resistance. And so these awesome cast members here are going to be helping you guys get into the land. If you see that the land has reached capacity, they're going to block it off and start doing it by loading groups. And that's what these cast members are going to be doing. So you got to be patient with them. A lot of them are going to be doing this for the first time. A lot of them are coming over from other areas. I personally was trained on them, but you won't see me here on Thursday. But still, just make sure you guys are being considerate to these cast members because they're going to be doing their best to help out if this land reaches capacity. But let's right now just go check it out one more time in the daytime while we can. Looks like over here in the Resistance area they have a ton of stuff up here for, I'm assuming this is where the stage is going to be for how they're going to open Rise of the Resistance. This looks really cool. They have a bunch of different screens up here. Probably a lot of fireworks are going to go off here. I'm not going to be surprised if they use some of that drone footage. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that I won't get to go see this because it's probably going to be for a media mainly thing. But over here, this is the thing and the reason why we're all going to be blocked out of here for a long time. I wonder if they're doing media previews for today because they got some serious cameras out here. So I'd be kind of curious to see what's going on because they're definitely doing a lot of media things over here. Hi, Ray.
Hello.
Interesting. Very curious. So yeah, this is all media day preview. I might come back here in the night just to see what's up here. Maybe, possibly try to see if I can even ask to just jump in there too. Doesn't hurt to ask. So we'll see what happens. You know, I might get to jump in as well. All right, folks, we're back. One shift later. And we're gonna just again see Galaxy's Edge one more time here at night. See again what our chances are of riding Rise. I've heard a lot of interesting and mixed reviews about Rise already from people who know people who've been on it or people who know people who've worked it. Honestly, I'm kind of ignoring all the news and all that stuff about it just because I want my own opinion and I want you guys to have your own opinion about it. So I'm not going to say anything until I've personally done it. But we're going to just check to see what it's like over there now when it's nighttime, see how different it is, and yeah, we'll see what it's like. Alright folks, here's something a little bit different. Look at the lighting now that's on this little turret over here. I'm kind of curious to see what's up here, but they definitely have some more lighting out here, which is really kind of cool. But as of right now, this entire area is now roped off. They're not letting anyone in there. So I'd be kind of curious to see what's up. Let's check out over here where we were at earlier today. You can see there's this giant wall there too still. I'm guessing that's where the stage is going to be. And just tomorrow night, this is where they're going to be flying all kinds of X-Wings and stuff like that. Or I guess tonight as you're watching this, because it's coming out tomorrow on Wednesday. But yeah, let's see if we can look through the trees here. We can't go farther like we typically go because of this line here. Let's see if we can make out anything over there. There's a little light, and I think that's BB-8 because I can tell with a little flashing blue light through the trees. I don't know if you guys can see that on my view here. He's kind of over there. That's a little white light in the center. You can't quite make it out on my camera, but there's no way we're getting on this thing today, folks. Not a single way. So after doing just some further conversations with some of the cast members around here, definitely they closed down all the media previews around 6:30 today. A lot of famous people were here in the parks today. Josh Gad, Neil Patrick Harris. Everyone was over here. Some of them were checking out Batu. Some of them were checking out Galaxy's Edge. But there's definitely not going to be any previews. Not going to be any way I can get on here until it's ready. Just getting a better look over here at the stands here. There's going to be a lot of people up there. I'm kind of curious.
All the mist coming off.
I've actually never gotten this close to it before.
Has that mist always been coming out of it?
Yeah, no, it looks like it's fueling up. That's cool. There's definitely some like little speakers back there.
It's like a giant subwoofer somewhere back there in the trees. It's too dark.
I think it's a little bit more lit up in that back area that I noticed before, but like I never noticed that fence back there. So they're probably gonna have the press up there. They have the teleprompter right there and right there, which means, yeah, the show is right here. Whatever they're doing right here, and then they're probably gonna be the X-Wings are probably gonna fly over there.
And then they're gonna have the camera arm right over here.
Yeah. So what they're doing is right behind there. That's the BB-8 parking lot.
Yeah.
They're having
have it clear out.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fly that.
They're having all the cast members park in Olaf right now, which means they're all over there. So that means they're gonna have an entire runway for that. Those drones that you were talking about.
Yeah, the Boeing.
The SUV-sized X-Wings. It was kind of fun. I was just talking with Braden from Mickey Views News over here, and it was just kind of cool. Like we were just like chatting up about like the different theories and different possibilities of like all the stuff that's going on over here. But definitely what the big mystery is right now is this giant TV here. You can't quite see it in this lighting. Let me see if I can get a good angle of it. There's a giant TV right here, and then there's two monitors that are right over here. Those we figured out were going to be teleprompters like I mentioned before. And those are going to be chairs. But as of right now, the grand mystery is what the heck they're also going to be doing over here when this opens. However, at this point, it's all just kind of a mystery. So, I think we've kind of hit Galaxy's Edge as much as we could. There's a lot of really cool stuff here, and there's a lot of cool things going on here. But, I mean, there's not much more I can talk about here because I don't know. And there's not much that we know about that they've revealed to us. However, one thing I've heard is that they're going to start revealing certain information about it tomorrow at 5 a.m. according to some of the cast members here. They'll be able to start talking about it a little bit more, talking about their experiences a little bit more. But this area will be shutting down around 4:30 for that cast preview. And so that will be very interesting to hear what their opinions are. But as of right now, that's about all we know. Not much here really new over in Toy Story Land. I've been trying to see what else I can see over here. It looks like it's roughly about the same. Right now, Slinky Dog Dash is at a 25-minute wait. Well, that's not too bad of a wait time. It's right now about 8:10 at night. We're gonna see what the wait times are for us. Millennium Falcon's at a 15. Honestly, my prediction with this and the reason why it's so low is just because I think a lot of people are gearing up for Thursday. It's literally only just a couple, days away. The park will be closing early tomorrow, and so it'll be kind of interesting just to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of fascinated in general by all the talk about Rise, but we need to focus on the other areas of the park. For instance, Walt Disney Presents right here with a Frozen 2 preview. My prediction is that's going to be gone probably in about a week or two, and they're probably going to be replacing it with a Star Wars preview, something maybe from Episode 9, or maybe some other Disney Pixar movie. But that's the only one I could think of that's coming out soon that Disney would probably want to show a preview for. I'd be curious to see for sure. One thing that's kind of cool that I noticed as this show is going on, you can see the stars here changing colors, which is really kind of cool. This is the Muppets one, so it's kind of a greenish looking color here. But yeah, it's really charming. And if you guys can tell, that laser effect is working pretty well too. You'll see it predominantly when it stops and when the snow goes on. I'll try to catch that moment too. There's that laser effect I was talking about. Just showcasing all the snow coming out from all over the place. It's really nice. Also, I'm not sure where Santa is, but he's only at a 10-minute wait right now. It's not too bad right now at nighttime. So over here by the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, I kind of figured out where those cranes are at. So, my prediction was correct. They're not at Fantasmic, they're not at Epcot, they're not even really in any of the parks. They're actually over by the resort area, and I think they're doing some renovation and some building area, possibly over by the Riviera. You know, we could even take a Skyliner just to go check it out. But yeah, they're definitely not doing anything with Hollywood Studios, so no worries. The Tower of Terror is not getting the Wrecking Ball treatment, nor is it going to get it anytime soon, that's for sure. One thing I'll show you here really quick that's kind of cool is they have all these little ornaments on these maps here. So for instance, like something like 15, which is over the Backlot Express, you can actually go check out, and anywhere you see these little ornaments, there's some kind of new holiday offering that's being offered over there. And in the maps themselves, they actually show some examples of what you might be able to find. So you guys can actually see right over here just some of the offerings that they have. So honestly, if you guys are coming here for the holiday season and you want to know what's going on, just check out a map and you'll be able to see some cool stuff that the holidays are offering here at Hollywood Studios. One thing I forgot to share is I was over by the Grand Chinese Theater, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway now has an opening date as March 4th of next year, 2020. Also, it has an opening date is the Mickey Shorts Theater, which is coming right here, which will be opening in March of 2020. Probably around the same time, if not maybe a little bit before or a little bit after, just to help again with guest flow. But again, it's nice to see that this area will be getting some nice and refreshing areas. I'm curious to see what this area is going to look like. I'm going to predict that there's going to be some signs up here, and eventually these walls are going to come down once they finish whatever they're building over by the former Gameport. And so it's going to be kind of interesting to see what this area is going to look like in the next couple of months. But as I kind of predicted, most of the exterior stuff is probably going to come for the Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway after the holiday season is over. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that too next time we're here. Also, eventually coming soon here to Star Tours, they're going to be starting to have the new scenes from Episode 9, which is going to be really exciting to see. I think that's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks, probably in the next 2 weeks. So it'll be fun to see what the difference is. However, I think that pretty much does it about for all the new stuff that's coming into this area. Well guys, honestly, that about does it for me here in Hollywood Studios. I really appreciate all you guys for watching and watching all these episodes. It's kind of a shame I won't be able to come back to check on the status of this area for a while. But you know what? That's okay. This parking's always growing. It's always going to be changing. So come check it out. Even when I can't show you physically what's going on, I hope you guys will all be interested in coming to see what's coming new, especially with Rise of the Resistance. I've heard, again, a lot of mixed opinions, but overall, it's just going to be a nice addition to be able to have another ride in this park. I'm even going to miss these creepy things. So guys, I think that'll wrap it up for me tonight. Thank you all again for joining me on another episode of What's New at Hollywood Studios. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.